Hello, everyone, and especially to my third grade class. How is everybody doing today? Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Google Docs and the Google Docs toolbar. Okay, so really fast, Google Docs is just like this magic notebook on your computer, and this is where you can usually type your notes, write stories, or anything else, and then, of course, share it with your teachers or others. Okay. So before we get started, we are going to go over how to open Google Docs really fast, just in case, we still struggle with that as well. We're going to go ahead and open a new browser or a new tab, which is this plus bar right here. And close this one out. In our search bar, we're going to go ahead and put Google Docs and just search for that. We're going to wait for Google Docs to pop up, and that's when we are going to click on this, and boom, our Google Docs. We are then going to do blank document, just like this, and bam, our blank document is now open. Keep in mind, guys, blank document, this is just like a blank piece of paper where you would find in your regular notebook, but now this is a blank piece of paper on your computer, and this is where everything is going to be typed on, okay? So now we are going to explore our toolbar, okay? So for my third graders, the toolbar is in the middle, and look, it's kind of a different shade, okay? So it's not going to be that hard to miss, but this is our toolbar. In our class, we're going to be using from here to around here-ish, okay? So today, this is what we will be going over, our toolbar. So really fast, I'm just going to type in how are you doing today, Steven? The reason I did Steven is because I saw Steven Universe the other day. Love that show. So now that we've typed out our message, our note, or whatever, good morning, how are you doing today, Steven? We're now just going to use our toolbar to see how we can mess with this, okay? Let's say I want to change the font because I don't really like the way this font looks. This is where this is going to be font. That is what that means. Font just means changing the style of the wording. So I like comics, love the fonting, so I always use comics. I love it, especially for dialogue or anything like that. So I will be using comic. Now, if we don't like that, we can always use, let's do like impact. Oh, highlight it first. My bad, guys. Impact. Boom. I don't really like that, but some people might not. But I'm going to go back to my comics. If you haven't already noticed, the most recent ones I use are in here. So if you're like, oh no, which one did I use? Not to worry. It will be found right here in your recent, okay? So now that we've gone over how to change the font, we're going to go over and how to increase it or decrease, just in case it's too big or too small for you. In my case, this is too small for me. I have bad eyes, so I'm just going to increase it just like that. Now again, if it's too big for some people, we will just go ahead and underline it and go with the decrease, okay? Now let's say we want an incredible big number. You can just delete this number and a bunch of other numbers are going to pop up. Boom, baby. But that is really big, so we'll probably go back to 14. Alrighty, guys, so now that we have gone over how to change the size, we're going to go over and how to bold, underline, and a bunch of many other things to mess with the sentence, okay? Let us say I want you to bold good morning and Stephen. You would then go over good morning and you'll just hit this bold button and that's all it does. It just makes it pop, okay? Same thing with Stephen. Boom, makes it pop. Now let's say I want you to unbold it. Okay, and boom, undo it. All right, here, boom, and undo it. Or if we want the full sentence, boom, okay? And this is just letting you know that that's what's going on here. This is bold, and your next text will be bold as well. Now, if we don't want our next text to be bold, we will just unbold and type, and the next sentence will not be bold because you did not keep it on. Got it? So I'm going to go ahead and unbold it, guys, just so you don't get confused. All right. Oops. Perfect. Alrighty. Now that we've gotten the bold understood, we're now going to go under how to slant our text, okay? So let's say I want you to slant, how are you doing today? Not good morning, not Steven, just how are you doing today? Boom. Slanted. Got it? Again. Slanted. Now if we don't want this slanted anymore, you will unslant it. There we go. Boom. Got it? Now that we understand the slant, we're going to go over the underline. The underline just helps us underline these words or the sentence or whatever you need it underlined. So again, good morning, how are you doing today? I want that all underlined. Boom. Underline it. Now, if you underlined it by accident, there you go, guys. Okay. Now that we've gone over underline, we're going to go over how to change the font, the text of the color. Okay, so I don't like this boring color. I am going to change it to a brighter color. Let's do green. Wow, that's bright. Okay, so look, good morning, how are you doing today? Now, the rest of my text is going to be green because that's what we changed it to. Now, if we don't like that, boom. My bad, guys. Cover and boom. There we go. Got it? Now that we've gone over how to change the color, we're going to go over how to highlight. So let me show you the difference. I'm going to change the color to good morning to this blue. But I'm going to highlight how are you doing today, Steven, with my highlighter. Let's do purple. Good morning, how are you doing today? So the text right here, this changes the text. This highlights the text. Got it? I'm going to show you how it looks if this were to get highlighted by a different color. Boom. Still a different color, but now it's just highlighted. Got it? Now I'm going to unhighlight it. If I want to get rid of the highlighter, we're just going to click none. Okay, guys? Click and click. Got it? And let's do click and click. Oop. I'm always forgetting the G. Oh my goodness. Click and click. There we go. Alrighty, guys. Now that we've gone over this important area right here, we're going to go ahead and move on to our area right here. This is going to be the other area we're going to be using a lot in our class. So this right here, the align and indent, is just to help move this text. So this text is always going to start on this side of the paper. But remember, every paper needs a good title. Let's put Google Docs examples, okay? This is the title of our blank document. We are going to need to center the title because every paper has a title and the title is usually in the center of the page. We are just going to underline this with our cursor, click on this button right here, and I want it in the middle. So we're going to put it in the middle, guys. It's that easy. If I want it all the way at the end, we're going to put it all the way at this end. If I want it back to where it was, and the middle. So this is just letting you know where it's going to be placing your text, okay? This won't move because you did not move it. Now, if you wanted to move this one as well, you can move it there, you can move it there, you can move it anywhere, okay? But right here is usually where it goes after you start your title. Okay, once we've gone over our title, this is usually for line and spacing. This is just how wide the spacing is going to be between the two. So let me put, good morning, how are you today? I'm doing amazing. I just got coffee. I didn't, but I should. So you see how this space right here, let's show you what we can do. We can make it tiny or we close the gap. So this is just how big we want that gap to be. Big gap, got it? See that? We're always going to, mostly always going to have the 1.15. Maybe sometimes the 1.5, but always usually the 1.15. But no worries if I ever want you to get double crazy or maybe just do it single. I will let you know. And of course, this is how we do that. Okay, kids? Next is going to be our bulleted list. If you guys are ever taking notes, whenever we do take notes in class, I will have you guys using a blank document, typing your notes, and you guys are more than welcome to use these bulletins. Let me just show you how they work. So right here. You're always going to go in front of your sentence. You're going to go in front of the bulletin, click this down arrow. You can click this arrow. This arrow is going to give you a bulletin right away. But if you don't like the boring circle, you go ahead and you have all these other options, okay guys? So I'm going to go ahead and use that one. I like the way that one looks for that. Since this is somebody else talking theoretically, I will use the star for this one. Got it? Now if I don't want it anymore, you just unclick it, guys. You can unclick anywhere in the sentence because it's affecting the full sentence, alrighty? That is for our bulletin. Now, if we want to do the same thing with our numbers, same thing right here. If not, just make sure you're at the beginning of your sentence. Boom. Beginning of the sentence. Boom. And if we don't want it, click. If we don't want it, click. Alrighty, guys. So one more time, this is of course Google Docs. We have our blank document, and today we did go over our toolbar. I will be going over I will be uploading other videos stating how to use the other stuff in Google Docs. So just be tuned for that. But for now, this is Adeline. Today we went over the toolbar, and I will be seeing you guys in class. Thank you. Bye bye.